Aloha, good morning everyone. Happy Thursday. You got Elle here, and I hope everyone out there is safe and taking good care and enjoying themselves out there. Today we have a very interesting topic we're going to talk about because this happens. My question is this you? This was me. This was me. Definitely this was me. Is this you? In finding that you've tried so hard, but you can't seem to get over, quote unquote, I'm gonna do that, quote unquote, get over the horrible things that the TF may have done or said to you. We're going to talk about that today because when we're on this journey, folks, it is very easy to focus on those things. A lot of times there's things that happen that is so personal, and it hurts. It does. Bottom line, it does hurt, but we're going to talk about that today because this may very well help you start to shift in really starting to resonate what's going on here on your twin flame journey. But you are going to want to hold on because make a big note about the link that I have included in the verbiage below. That's going to get you talking to one of our clarity coaches to set you straight on the path of beginning to learn how to recognize and how to balance your fear-based energy, which is causing all this quote unquote ruckus that you may be experiencing right now. It really isn't. We're going to talk about that today, but this ruckus that you feel like you're experiencing right now is all caused by the fear-based energy. We have been crazy busy last month. We are getting into March, and you don't want to miss out on the available spots that we do have in our program. It's been a very busy time, and we're able to help a lot of people, but we always try to keep the slots and the availability that we have in appropriation to how we can service you. This program is unlike anything else you will see out there, you will experience out there, because this is the only program that teaches you how to balance your fear-based energy in order to feel better, to do better, to live better. And the only way, if there is ever an inkling of being able to balance this in order to be in a permanent, stable, and consistent, and I'm gonna say quote unquote, relationship with your TF. I say quote unquote because this is not a relationship, folks. We will get to saying that thousands and thousands of times. This is not a relationship. This is the reunion of the soul, which is why everything is so different, everything is so magnified, and everything seems so crazy on this journey. It is not the same thing that you've ever been through with anyone else in your life. So you're gonna wanna stay tuned, and you're gonna wanna take note of that, because as we keep progressing on in this journey, keep moving on in this journey, the more you are able to balance your energy, the better able you are to maneuver it and really live in a way that is not gonna be that ruckus that you know. Okay, so today we are talking about being not able. You know, when we say not able, it's people will be so extremely hurt when they come in, and I can totally relate to this. And they can't seem to get over, here I am again with my quotes, because we're going to talk about this. Get over what the TF, what the twin flame did or said to them on this journey. Folks, if there is any possible way of explaining it in the way that I know all of you can resonate and understand, it's also knowing that when you look at things that way, it's just because of your fear-based energy. Because what's happening here, folks, is no one, not even the TF, not even the physical form of the TF, can actually do anything to you. No one can do anything to you. No one can say anything to you in a hurtful way or in a painful way. It's all how you react. It all is how you react to what's happening, what's being said, what's being done. And when you, as we all do, live in our fear-based energy at this time, in that time, from where you're coming from, it's how you judge it. It's reaction on judgment on whether you judge it good or judge it as bad. So if you judge something as good, say we're talking about your TF, say we're just thinking about things with the TF right now. If things were good, you feel good. If things you judge as bad, you feel bad. And that's what's happening. And people don't think it's really that simple, but truly, folks, it truly is. It is that simple. It's that simpleness that your fear-based energy takes a hold of and blows completely out of proportion. It doesn't matter if it's on the good side or the bad side. Whatever it judges as good, it will blow the good completely out of proportion. A lot of people don't want to hear that, but it's true. And it will take what you judge as bad and blow that completely out of proportion. Now, when we talk about that, it really is that simple. It's that simple that if you judge it as bad, you'll feel bad. If you judge it as good, you'll feel good. But it's that fear-based energy that just warps everything and makes it 1,000 times bigger, more intense, more everything than it really is. When you break it all back down and you look at that, then you realize that, oh wow, it might be something that I can look at in a different way in order to shift. Now, a lot of times what people will automatically come to, what my students automatically come to when this topic comes up is, well, if he or she didn't do anything, if it's not their quote unquote fault, then it must be my fault, right? So if there's two people involved in this situation and it's not their fault, then it must be my fault. And a lot of times people get very defensive and that's their fear-based energy. Folks, it's not about finding fault. There is no fault in 3D, in this physical plane. That is the way of the world. That old song from Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's the way of the world. Fault finding everywhere. If it's not this, then it must be that. If it's not this, then it must be that. If it's not him, it must be her, and vice versa. There is no fault. Fault also is judging as something good or bad. There is no fault. So if there is no fault, then what is really going on here? Folks, what if I told you it's all about how you look at things? That's all it is. What if I told you in the simplicity of breaking it down as easy to look at as judging something as good or bad? What if I told you that if you started to look at something differently, if you started to look at something differently, maybe there's a chance that this wrenching pain right in here that you have might be able to dissipate and go away. There is. Because, folks, let me tell you right now, there is nothing that TF did to you, said to you. It's all how you reacted. But all it is the fear-based energy. And all that happened. When I say all that happened, is just the energies built up and repelled. That's all that happened. It's completely energetic. It is completely without fault that in the fear-based energy, we always keep looking for. Completely. Now, a lot of times my students will tell me, well, if none of that was actually happening, if it's all energetic, why do I feel like absolute crap? Why can't I stop crying? Why can't I quote unquote, get over it? There's nothing to get over, folks. The twin flame is you. The twin flame is your shared soul. There is nothing to get over of yourself. If they're you, there's nothing to get over of yourself. Now, what do we do? What do we do with all these feelings? These feelings is what validates what happened for a lot of people. Now, your feelings, folks, never stuff your feelings down. Your anger, your hurt, your sadness, your disappointment. You feel like crying, go ahead and cry. You never want to stuff those feelings down. But it is an exact result from judging what is good or bad that gives you those feelings. You never want to stuff them down, folks. Not here, not ever, not out there in the 3D world. You need to feel those and live those, because once you're able to do that without judgment of those feelings or the thoughts that resulted in those feelings and the view of that resulted in those feelings, you'll be able to get to a better place. And how do you do that? You're going, what is all of this about, Aniela? What does that mean if it's all energetic? It's just energy, folks, that needs to be balanced. When you start to take out the judgment that you hold, that you don't even realize you're doing, it's just your fear-based energy. When you start to take hold of that and start to learn how to diffuse it, neutralize it, and then balance it out, you will start to feel amazing. You will start to feel like, wow, why didn't I learn this before? There is no way of learning it before, folks. When your twin flame journey happens upon you, it is at the exact and precise right time that your soul orchestrated. But is it possible to really get to a better place and learn how to, it's not even, it's just how we speak. It's not even about getting over what the twin flame did or said. It's not even about that. It's about understanding and resonating that none of that is caused at all by anyone. No one did anything to you. It's all about learning how to look at it and understand and resonate that is energy that built up, repelled. So if it's energetic, folks, trust me, you can absolutely balance this out. That's why we teach you in this program how to go about doing that. So if you're wondering and you're watching this video and you're going, that's me, what do I do? Make that call. You don't want to miss out, folks. You don't want to live another day trying to get over what your twin flame did or said to you. They didn't do anything, folks. It is completely energetic, which means you have the opportunity and chance to learn how to balance that so you can feel completely better about it. You can look at it and know that it really is all about how you viewed it. All right, so we're gonna send you folks off. We are just hoping and wishing all the best for you. Take good care, be safe. We'll talk to you folks again, and malama pono. Bye, folks.